Ravenna. See Grand National Outlaw Class, Pro Stock, Modified, Super Farm, Pro Stock 4x4, Modified 2-Wheel Drive, Light Pro Stock, Diesel Super Stock, Light Super Stock, and Light Limited Pro Stock. That's June 9th and 10th, Anabar Park, Ravenna. Filters, MTV, and KFXL Fox, Nebraska invite you to the 2023 Ravenna Tractor Pull. 2 big nights, Friday, June 9th and Saturday, June 10th at 7 p.m. both nights at Anabar Park, Ravenna. See Grand National Outlaw Class, Pro Stock, Modified, Super Farm, Pro Stock 4x4, Modified 2-Wheel Drive, Light Pro Stock, Diesel Super Stock, Light Super Stock, and Light Limited Pro Stock. That's June 9th and 10th, Anabar Park, Ravenna.
Hey, everybody. Welcome Tuesday Night Outlawed Live with me, Ron Stone. I'll be doing the show solo tonight. Jason is somewhere in Canada fishing for muskie or something up there. He left from Monette Sunday morning and drove straight to the border and into Canada, hanging out with some guys up there. He's going to go to a pool on the north side of the border there on Saturday, I think. And we will be in Ravenna, Nebraska, stop number 2 after a successful weekend in Monette, Missouri. The kickoff to the outlaw pulling season. Have some little bit of highlights from Saturday night to show. Great modified four-wheel drive class was our biggest class down in Monette over the weekend. First time we've been to Monette. I think maybe the Outlaws were there several years ago. I think I'd heard that long before I came along into the outlaw world. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We have a few winners we're going to announce from the new contest from Case IH. I'll try to bring that forward here. Change screens. Well, let's 2023 Case IH Super Fan Contest. Going to send 6 lucky winners and a guest to Racine, Wisconsin to get the full experience there at Case IH. We have 3 winners that have been drawn independently for the weekend. Let's see, we have 2 banners to give away and 1 hat, 1 signed hat. And we'll do the same thing this weekend in Ravenna, 2 nights of pulling. Bigger pull this weekend than this past weekend. More classes. We had 6 classes in Monette, 10 classes each night in Ravenna. So buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a big weekend. And I'm going to pull those highlights up from Saturday night in Ravenna, or Monette, rather. If I can get those here. Let's see. Here we go.
Plowboy Express. To the other. Took third last night. Going after number 1 tonight. Ted Skelton, The Rock. Of the Outlaws this 2023 season. Get ready. Here we go. Brent Roberts, Peterbilt. Oh, he stopped.
Of course, the weekend was the debut of the limited pro stock semi truck class. Going to be a good class, I think. Brett Roberts brought a couple of trucks, including Richard Darr's Peterbilt there that won both nights. Tried to take the sled home with him. I think the first night we didn't have the sled set quite heavy enough for him, but was a great debut for the semi-trucks. Let's see here. Some comments. And throw some comments up there. How Robert did in Monette. Robert, you're going to be a little more specific than that. Hi, all from Australia. Looks great. Thanks. Have a great time. A lot of folks just tuning in right now and saying hi. How many of y'all will be in Ravenna this weekend? We're going to have Ravenna promoter Tim McEwen on here in a little bit. He's golfing right now, so hopefully he got that message I sent him as far as the link goes. Yeah, the semis did not disappoint. I agree, Alex. I think there's going to be a whole mess of them at Rock Valley. That'll be the next hook for that 20,000-pound limited pro semi class. Is in Rock Valley in July. Let's see. I'm just going to send a message here to Tim. Make sure we're good for 7:30. Folks, send us a message. Tell us where you're watching from. And let us know if you're going to Ravenna, or if you're not going to Ravenna, Nebraska this weekend. Let us know what your next outlaw pull is going to be. William Joseph Cole Zychek, I'm assuming he wasn't. We did not have the super modified two-wheel drive class this past weekend, though we will have it this coming weekend in Ravenna. So as I said, we're going to have Tim McEwen on here at 7:30, and we did get confirmation that we will be having a pre-pull party at the R Bar. The R Bar has been reopened by new owners, and we had a pre-pull party there a couple of years ago. So any pullers coming to Ravenna this weekend are going to come on Thursday or possibly Wednesday night. Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, we're going to have like a show and shine. Want to display a few vehicles there on the street at the R Bar. We did this a couple of years ago. It was a big hit. It was really cool to have the pullers out there, and folks would stop once they saw the tractors and hang out, talk to the pullers, and the kids would jump on the seat of the tractors and the trucks. So, all right, let's see. Ewing, Nebraska. Tammy Weisenkamp. Felton don't have our class. No, not this weekend, Tim, but maybe someday we'll be out there with the four-wheel drive trucks. Kevin Davis watching from Phoenix, Arizona. Tammy Weisenkamp watching from Ewing, Nebraska. Golendal's watching from Wakefield, Nebraska. Next pool will be Arlington, which is next Saturday. Said he's going to be watching on Outlaw Pulling TV this weekend. Awesome. Russell Dostal, Pierce, Nebraska. Watching from Pierce, Nebraska, hoping to be in Arlington for the first pull of many this year. Russ, come up and say hi, buddy. Tammy Weisenkamp coming on Thursday. What time are you guys going to be there? We'd love to see the tractor displayed there in front of the R Bar there on the main street. Trevor Humphreys, White Ride is the next pull. White Ride's coming up. It'll be here before you know it. White Ride is in, 2 weeks? Sheesh. Yep, 2 weeks from Friday is White Ride, Texas. And, of course, 2 weeks from Saturday is Manila, Iowa as well. Next weekend is after Ravenna is Cherokee, Iowa on Friday, and Arlington, Nebraska on Saturday, June 17th. We're doing another show and shine, a pre-pull party in Cherokee as well. Doggone it, I can't remember the name of the bar. It's right across the street from the track. And we did a pre-pool party there last year. It was really cool. I actually played guitar and sang. We had a couple of tractors there displayed. These pre-pool parties are really cool. A big hit with the fans. And the pullers alike. The pullers have a good time. Not sure what that's about. Mark Crowley, what's going on, Mark? I think the next time we see Mark will be at Under in the Valley. Alex Feldkamp watching from Jasper, Minnesota. Trevor Humphreys watching for, is that Era, Texas? Alex says Rock Valley, Madison are my two outlaw polls that I'll be attending. Of course, he'll be watching on outlawpulling.tv, right, Alex? Peanut Burger watching. Starting the season in Ravenna. Can't wait. Me either. Can't wait for Ravenna. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving on Wednesday. I'll probably be there Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And of course, doing that pre-pool party. Dusty and Courtney Berry watching Dauphin Island, Alabama. Dusty, you best hurry back if you plan on going to Ravenna. Hopefully you've got, you burned a piston there in Nashville, Illinois at the Pullers Championship. Hopefully you got that flight leaves Thursday. Are you planning on coming to Ravenna? Alex Feldkamp says, of course, I'll be at those two shows live. I've been watching most of the season Outlaw Pulling. Awesome. Ty Ulmer, Sweet Pain crew listening while getting the tractor ready for Ravenna. Get those 3 Chevys tuned up, guys. It'll be tough competition this year. They're going to be coming for you. Dusty and Courtney and Barry, they're going to come back Thursday to Oklahoma. I'm assuming you guys are flying into Oklahoma City and then jumping in the rig and driving to Nebraska, assuming you'll be there sometime on Friday. So awesome. Who else coming to Ravenna? I know we have a lot more people watching than the comments we have here. So if you're coming to Ravenna, let us know. Like I said, we're going to have the Ravenna promoter, Tim McEwen, on a little bit. Uh-oh. Got some spies out there. Omer Mafia. The Omer Mafia had the doors open on the shop all weekend, Austin Flute says. Tim Scott, how'd the new generator work for you in Monette? We got a new generator for the production crew, and I don't think they had any problems. I think they got the biggest one that Harbor Freight had, big 9,500 watt job. So I didn't hear of any problems. So generators, always something going on with generators. I'm having generator problems myself, trying to get them worked out on my RV. So thanks everyone that came to Monette. Had a great weekend there. I know that the biggest class we had was a modified 4-wheel drives, semis, successful kickoff. Some of the classes we had low attendance. A lot of guys still waiting on parts. I know our light modified class, a lot of guys weren't ready. Still waiting on parts, still waiting on engines to be put back together and such. So hopefully the light mods will be ready to go. Let's see, when's the next light mod hook? You think I would know all this, but it's been, let's see, next Saturday, yep, in Arlington. The light mods be hooking there. Nope, they'll be in Cherokee. I'm sorry. Nope, they'll be in Arlington. Arlington, Nebraska, next Saturday. And then Manila, Iowa, the following Saturday, June 24th. lot of hooks for that light modified class. I hope those guys are ready to go this year. Robert Miner, when's Mark Ulmer going show the new one or different one? Good question, Robert. Mark Ulmer, if you're watching, I think he's referring to Mark as an Alice Chalmers he's working on, a diesel super that he wants to pull in the unlimited super stock class. Well, we call it the light super stock class now. We changed the name of that class. Light super stock is now light super stock ag, and the unlimited light supers are now light super. I know, somewhat confusing, but we'll try to keep everything straight here and let you know what class is what. I know on the app, the pullers can sign up before the pull. The Sunday before a pull, they can start signing up for the next pull. And there's a couple of people, or at least one puller had signed up under the light super stock designation, and it should have been light super stock ag. So a little confusing still, but we'll keep an eye on it and keep it worked out. Russell S. Dostal, super fan. If you can't go to an Outlaw poll, make sure to get the live stream on Outlaw.tv. I concur, Russell. We're doing some great things on Outlaw TV. This past weekend was the first weekend for the beer money bonus, where we spun the big wheel on Tuesday night, and the light modified class was the winner of the beer money bonus. The beer money bonus is a $100 bonus to the top 3 spots in a specific class, and we'll spin that wheel every Tuesday. Last Tuesday, the wheel landed on the light modifieds, so the top 3 in the light modified class, we get $100 for the top 3 spots. Best overall for the weekend. We'll do the same for this weekend. We'll spin the wheel tonight. And whichever class wins that spot, whichever spot the wheel lands on, the best overall for the weekend will get the beer money bonus. So it'll be $100 extra to the top 3 spots. Tyler Spatansky, the Black Trio, getting ready to go right now. I'm assuming now I'm seeing a lot of guys are in the shop right now working on their equipment and listening to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Cole Lundo, Dad's had one of his pulling. Eric Groney talked to him about riding along with him to Ravenna. We decided to go. It'll be my first time at Ravenna. You should come, Cole. You really should. It's a good pull. Eric Groney's got an awesome tractor too, the Husker Harvester. So this past weekend in Monette, we saw the debut of the 20,000-pound Limited Pro semis. We had the Limited Pro diesel pickups, had a good class of those. Ryan Stahl, the all-new and improved spooled-up Chevy with a Cummins, took first on Friday night. And Jimmy Deaverman from Glen Elder, Kansas, won with a chain smoker on Saturday. Light modified tractors. We had David Anderson come out from Green Top, Missouri. And let's see, the Plowboy Express came out and won both nights. 540s, we had the Hostile Environment tractor. The Mitchells came down. Modified four-wheel drives, we had 11 trucks. Friday night was Charlie Hines, the Running Wild Texas style one on Friday, and on Saturday, Ted Skelton and the Rock one on Saturday. So this week at Ravenna, we'll see all different classes debut, and none of the same classes pull this weekend. Pro Stock 4x4, Light Super Stock Ag, the Light Limited Pros, the Super Farms, the Limited Pro Stocks, the Pro Stocks, Diesel Supers, the Light Supers, which we're all still used to calling the Unlimited Light Supers, Super Mod two-wheel drives, and, of course, the modified tractors this weekend. So not one of the same classes pulling from last weekend to this weekend. So that's kind of cool. Give those guys a break, debut these new classes for the season. Before we head to Cherokee and Arlington. So what's your favorite class? If you're watching right now, what's your favorite Outlaw class And how many of the folks out there watching tonight watched the live stream over the weekend? Give us your synopsis of the semis. I know the first night the semis were really cool. They missed the weight on the sled for the gray Peterbilt owned by Richard Darr and couldn't stop him. So luckily Brent Roberts shut it down, and they weighted him a little heavier on Saturday night. Mike McCrory watching. Hello from the Northeast Kansas, planning on making Platte City. Awesome. Platte City, the big smoke show there in Platte City, going to be a huge pull, especially for diesel pickups. Always a big deal when it comes to diesel pickups in Platte City. Alex Veldkamp, very interested to see how American Ethanol does this year. That truck's a thing of beauty. Hopefully he's at Ravenna. Yep, that is an awesome truck. Fuel truck. Austin Flute, really enjoyed the camera view that Jason was running this past weekend behind the starting line. Kept the live stream interesting on a single pull track. I agree, Austin. Get an up-close view of some of those vehicles and some of the drivers as they're getting ready to pull before they pull up to the sled. Super fan Marty Samuelson, ready for the weekend. Hopefully the weather will hold off. I haven't even looked at the forecast, Marty. Don't even want to look at it. Didn't Ulmer have one that was called The Lost? Yes, he did, and yes, he does. I think he still has it, and I'm not sure what his plan is for The Lost. Let's see. Robert Miner still has it. Plans to make a return. Mark Crowley waiting on the naturally aspirated modified two-wheel drive class. Going to be a great class of them this summer. Robert Miner. Awesome. So, folks, don't forget to enter the Superfan contest, the Case IH. Go to outlawpulling.com and scroll down on the main page, and you can see how to enter that contest. You can win banners, autographed hats, and also a chance to go to that Superfan experience in Racine, Wisconsin. And one Outlaw champion from the 2023 season is going to accompany the winners up there on that Superfan experience. So go to the website, outlawpulling.com, and enter that. If you come in the gate at any Outlaw Pull this season, there'll be a poster there by the gate that'll have a QR code. You can also scan that QR code with your phone to enter the contest as well. Super Farm in the 4-1 class. Every time these classes pull, top three is always really close. Pro 4x4 for the different body styles. Yeah, the modified four-wheel drive class this past weekend on Friday night were all within, if memory serves me right, within about 4 inches of each other. The top three. They were all 305 and change. Russell Dossel's favorite classes, light super stock and light super stock ag. Because the power to weight ratio, yeah, lots of power, lightweight, makes for some interesting rides down the track for those two classes. Lots of tire speed too, especially in the unlimited, the alcohol supers. William Joseph Wilkinson, super modified two-wheel drive trucks. Favorite classes we're naming off here. Name your favorite class. Send it in a comment. Just go check on my guest, Tim McEwen, here from Ravenna. Make sure he's going to be ready here about 7:30. If there are pullers watching, we had some pullers check in already on the comments. If you're watching or listening and working in the shop on your tractor, let us know. We'd like to see who's out there getting their machines ready. Of course, we had a couple of sponsors on site there in Monette this past weekend. Holganics Midwest, Todd Bowles was on hand, brought his brand new trailer down there, and was a big hit with fans down there in the pit area. And then, of course, the pit side, there were fans on that side as well watching. And then Coltrane Energy was on hand. The guys from Coltrane were there hanging out with us. And we got some photo ops there and did some live look-ins and things on Facebook. So I see Tim is checking in. I'm going to bring him up here. Tim, what's going on, buddy?
We just got done putting 9 holes of golf in before Friday night, I guess.
Yeah, no hail this year.
No, it's beautiful out. No hail this year. That's right.
Yeah, a year ago tonight, you were hiding taking cover from the hail as we were on the show talking to you before the big pull.
Yeah, that night I lost 2 windows in my car up here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah.
Yep.
That's stinks. But yeah, it looks like what's the weather? Dare I ask what the weather forecast is for this weekend?
Oh, rain and rain.
For the weekend?
Yep. About a 50-60% chance, scattered showers.
Okay. That's what it was for Monette. Going into Monette was 50 to 60%, but we dodged it. Got the pull in. Tammy Wisekamp said Chad's in the shop working on his super farm someday. Just reading some of the comments people are posting here. Robert Miner, when I go pull, like smoke, noise, food, and people, he sits by every year. So what we expect from Ravenna this year? Tim, anything new?
Well, not really. We got the same
just good pulling.
show every year, don't we?
Just good pulling.
So, no, I think it's going to help us being able to pull a little later on Saturday night this year, try to pull the crowd in. We're going to have tremendous heat again this year for that time of year. So yeah. I think that'll help us out a lot. We added that 8,200 diesel class this year. They were supposed to pull last year, just didn't have the numbers. So this year we're going to try it and hope we get the numbers again. I think they're going to show up. So that'll be exciting for us, getting them guys here.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
We're still going to bring the same classes in because we're very satisfied with what we bring in.
Okay. Now you just confirmed to me this afternoon that we're going to have that pre-pool party there at the R-Bar. The R-Bar is under new management there, new ownership. And we did that a couple of years ago. I think it was a big hit. A lot of folks stopped in and just to look at the tractors and the trucks that were on display. So we're in recruitment mode right now, recruiting some pullers to come early on Thursday and then hang out with us afterwards there at the R-Bar. You said it's what, burger night there or something? It's kind of a popular deal now.
Yep, they got a good burger fry meal that evening, and they always bring a lot of people in for it. So I think if we can get some equipment downtown, I think people will be excited to look at it. But for the most part, most of us pullers, guys on the committee, probably won't be there till later because we're gonna
be working.
We're gonna work Thursday night and get stuff put together.
Okay. We'll try to help get some butts in the seats by advertising down there on the main drag. What is that highway that runs right through town there, Tim?
58, I think 58. It is. Yep.
Yeah. I know when people go by, they look over and they kind of have to double take and look over when they see a pulling tractor sitting on the street there.
Well, I've told people about it too. I says, come on down. I mean, you get to see the outside of the tractor. Why don't you come down and look in maybe not tractor, but equipment.
Yep.
They'll have the hoods open and stuff, and you can look in it and see what things are made of.
Yep. Get up close and take a close gander there of all the inner workings of some of these tractors and trucks. It's pretty amazing to see them up close.
Oh God!
I always encourage people to go through the pit area. When there's an open pit to look at.
That's what we do. And you're right. Most places charge to get in the pits and everything else. In Ravenna, we encourage people to walk around because most of these guys with this great equipment want people to look at it, and that's what we encourage. So.
Okay, so pre-pool party.
For it.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon. What time should we start that, Tim? What do you think?
Well, I think you could probably, if you can get stuff down there people get off work at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
So you might have to have stuff down there by 5, but 6 will probably work, and get everything pulled down before dark.
Yeah, let's go with 5, and if they get there a little bit early, a little bit late, no harm, no foul.
And they can park right on Main Street. I got that confirmed. They don't care this year. I mean, that one year we had to be off the side streets, but nope, they're okay with it. Get it on Main Street. People come through and they can look at it and hope we have a good crowds.
Awesome. Yeah, we can go live on Facebook a couple times, during the show there. But I think it was a big hit a couple years ago. I know the bar was packed full of pullers and families.
Yes, it was.
And crews
and
there. 2 years
ago. I told the owner today when I called her, I says, you might have to have a little extra help there. I says, them guys, they'll come down and eat and have a few drinks all night. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was a good time for sure. Now, I asked you initially, what's new this year, and of course you answered that question. But just so everybody understands, Saturday night you'll be starting at 7 p.m. as you are on Friday night, right? You were starting at 5:30 last year, right? Wasn't that the start time?
We always went 5 o'clock on Friday during Saturdays.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We decided to go 7 and 7. I think it hurts our crowd starting at 5. There's still a lot of people that work full-time jobs 6 days a week, and this will give them a break, and hopefully they can get down there for us.
Give them a little more time, and they won't miss as much. And I think maybe put some more butts in the seats. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So we don't have to deal with, our Anivar celebration. We always did it on Anivar on Father's Day, and we've moved it up for the last 3 years now, and we don't have to deal with Anivar. So why don't we just take care of ourselves? And that's kind of why we looked at it.
So this is, are we a week before or a week after Anivar?
We're a week before.
Week before, okay.
Yep.
This is kind of the kickoff to the big Anivar Festival then.
Yes, we are the kickoff. And we're kind of the kickoff for the Outlaws for the most part too. I mean, I know they pulled last week. I'm not trying to jump anybody's stuff, but we're one of the first major pulls. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Well, you're kicking off. You're debuting all different classes. What was debuted this past weekend, Tim?
Yeah, I don't think we're pulling the same classes they did down in Missouri, are we?
Nope, all completely different. Yeah, we had Pro Stock 4x4, but it was kind of a late class. It was unsanctioned.
Okay.
So there was actually some Pro Street 4x4s and Pro Stock 4x4 mixed in, and we just gave them a place to hook there. Marty Samuelson says he'll have to golf early that day. Tim does a great job with the pool. Hopefully it still pays off. You ever golfed with Marty Samuelson, Tim?
I've never golfed with Marty. I went to high school with Marty, but he promotes us and he helps us out, so that's great.
Yeah, Marty tunes in. He's one of our Outlaw super fans. He tunes in every Tuesday night. So
yep. That sounds like Marty.
We appreciate it. So class changes. You added the diesel supers. That was the only addition, correct?
Correct. We got the same classes as we've had the years past.
Okay. I know we had light modifieds one night last year. No light modifieds this year.
Correct.
But yeah, 10 classes each night. Just to go through those classes once again. Pro Stock 4x4 pickups, light Super Stock Ag, light limited Pro Stocks, Super Farm tractors, the 4-1s limited Pro Stock, Pro Stocks, diesel supers, as you said a moment ago, light Super Stocks, super modified two-wheel drives, and modified tractors.
Right.
Now, I noticed recently that there's several more pullers from around the area there supporting some of these classes. You think we'll see any of those guys on Thursday? Will some of those guys come out, or are they on the committee and they'll be working Thursday?
They're going to be on the committee working.
Okay.
I know Bill Barron was trying to get his tractor together for this weekend, and I talked to Bill, but I don't know where they're at on their tractor.
Okay.
And I know there's a couple of tractors that are local. There's about 3. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. So we'll see what happens Friday.
Yeah.
We got quite a few. We got quite a few guys that pull Outlaws up here. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a picture earlier today. It It had 4 tractors in a shop there, and they were trying to get them all ready for Ravenna. There was Jager's tractor and Keyshaw, and help me out here. Who else was in there, Tim?
I think Brad Campbell and Rod Pasota.
Yeah.
I think Gary Barrett's together. And I don't know. I think Melvin Nelson, he always have some tractors there too, local guys. So they may not have them ready to go. I know they're working on them.
Okay. Fair enough. I think the diesel super stock class will go over well there. I think we'll have good turnout of diesel supers.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of help. What is that tractor out of Goodland, Kansas?
Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
He's really trying to help promote that class because Scrappy's got that tractor runs. So
yeah,
I think that 8200 is really going to come around. I think a lot more guys are going to get into that class.
I agree.
To watch.
Yeah, it sure is. And Doug's doing a great job promoting the class. And,
yes, he is. He does a great job.
And he does a good job of making that tractor last too. It's
he does.
That's something to the way his program's set up, the durability, which I think that's been the downfall of that class is the lack of durability as hard as they're pushing them. And I think Doug is on to something. He's able to push his tractor not nearly as hard and still get the power out of it that the others are getting without pushing so much boost.
Trying to push 3 turbos is a lot.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny. He told me he said he's only pushing 285 pounds of boost. Only 285.
Only. Yeah. I'm really surprised it stays together.
Well, some of the others are pushing well over 300, close to 350. So that's just insanity.
No, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put on a good show and hope we get a good crowd again this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, come out. The website. You have a website or the Facebook page?
I do have a Facebook page, but I can't tell you. I don't promote a whole lot with that, to be honest with you. Okay. So I'm bad with that. I got to have my daughters help me out a little more, I guess, don't I?
I'm going to throw the commercial.
Baldwin Filters, MTV, and KFXL Fox, Nebraska invite you to the
hear me?
2023 Ravenna Tractor Pull. 2 big nights, Friday, June 9th and Saturday, June 10th
Ron?
at 7 p.m. both nights at Anabar Park, Ravenna. See Grand National Outlaw Class, Pro Stock, Modified, Super Farm, Pro Stock 4x4, Modified 2-wheel drive, Light Pro Stock, Diesel Super Stock, Light Super Stock, and Light Limited Pro Stock. That's June 9th and 10th, Anabar Park, Ravenna.
I think I lost you.
No, I was running the commercial real quick that we had for you. Sorry about that. I thought you could hear me through that. Can you hear me?
Huh.
Can you hear me now? Tim, we've got you on here.
Well, Ron, I can't. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've got you.
I'm moving around. I don't know what's going on.
No, you're good. You're good. We still have a good picture. We can hear you.
I'm trying to find some trying to get a better reception.
Can you hear me?
I'm breaking up. I can't hear you, Ron.
I'm here. Can you hear me, Tim? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, there he is. We are losing him. All right. Well, if we get him back on here, we'll talk to him some more. Doug Meisinger, how's the rain looking? Tim says 50 to 60% chance as of right now. It's only Tuesday. There's Tim. Tim, can you hear us now? Tim?
I'm going to move around here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here. We can hear you.
What's that?
We can hear you just fine. We can see you and we can hear you.
Well, I'm right across from a cell tower, and I don't know. I can see it from here.
Yeah, you're supposed to climb up on the cell tower to get good signal
Yeah, I
there.
guess. I mean, it's only probably 150 feet away from me, and I ain't got no coverage. So
Maybe you're too close to it. It's going over the signal's going over the top of you.
Yeah, I'm just outside here, so we'll be fine. I'm just moved around until I got some connection.
So what time do gates open Friday and Saturday?
Gates will open at 5 o'clock both days.
Okay. Gates
And
open
then,
at 5. Green flag drops at 7 both nights.
Right. And then, of course, the entry fee is 5 and under is free, and 5 to 12 is $5, and say 12 and older is $20 to get in.
Okay.
And then we have a 2-day pass if you want to come in Friday and Saturday. It's $30.
That's a pretty good deal. Knock $10 off.
Good deal.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, 5 and under is free. Adults 12 and over, $20.
Yep.
$30 for a 2-day pass. If you want to come both nights, take advantage of that. How do they get that? They just buy that at the gate Friday?
Yep. We just do everything at the gate.
Okay.
So, yep.
So if you want that 2-day pass when you come to the gate Friday, tell them Friday you want the 2-day pass, because you're not going to be able to buy it Saturday, of course.
We give them a wristband. We give them a wristband for Saturday.
Okay.
So, yep.
Doug Meisinger with Scrappy was inquiring about the rain for the weekend.
Well, they're talking
50% chance right now.
50 to 60% chance.
Did you get some of that rain from was it Friday night, you guys, or Thursday night?
Yeah.
It was like 6 inches of rain out around the Bridgeport area.
Yeah, we got about 1 inch 20 or so around here Friday and Saturday. They were just spotty off and on all day. And I'm afraid that's what it's going to probably do this weekend too.
Yeah, on the east side of the state, they're wishing they had some of that.
Yeah, I hope it passes us over. We'll just see what happens, I guess.
Okay.
But we'll try our best. We'll try our best to get it going, though.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Just because the forecast says, even if it says it's going to rain, doesn't mean it's going to. So you know how that works.
That's exactly right. That's
just
right.
It says just because it says it ain't going to rain doesn't mean it ain't going to rain. So,
well, if you know us the last 30 years, we've pushed mud nights to keep it going till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, if we have to do it again, we will.
Yeah,
we'll get these guys going. So,
Doug,
we need the rain.
Doug says Anavar Park is a great beer party if you get rained out.
He's correct. He must know those guys up here for some reason.
Yeah, good to know. Good to know. How far is Goodland from there?
Goodland from here, probably 4 hours, probably.
Pretty much straight south, or?
Oh no, it's of course southwest. Of course, southwest of us. Yeah.
He's still west of you, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah, quite a ways. West and south. I'm guessing it's close to 4 hours down there.
That's exactly what Doug said. 4 hours.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we've got all the details here. Let's see. Marty Samuelson commenting. Tim and I need to change the golfing deal. I think I can kick his butt. As food down there this weekend, I was getting this weekend. It did drop on Friday as we went through Bridgeport. Okay. Sounds like a challenge to me about.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sounds like a challenge. I'll have to take him up on it.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, you've hit all the highlights here. Tim, what's the most memorable pull there at Ravenna that sticks out in your mind?
Oh, I tell you the truth, it's probably been 20 years ago. We had rain all day long, and we pushed mud all night. We pushed mud off that track, and we had piles and piles of mud until we get to good dirt. We pulled that night till probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We made it work.
The diehards were still there watching.
The diehards were still there watching. Yep. That's been a long time ago. You got to remember, this is about the 30th year we've done this now. So, and I've been part of every one of them.
Awesome. Still a lot of the same guys working on the crew there.
We're getting less and less of the older guys, but yeah, we got quite a few yet that are still left. So,
You have some young guys in there, some new recruits in there helping.
We're working on them. How's that sound? It's work in process.
All right. Well, we've got some young guns that are going to be out there too. So,
yep.
All right, buddy. I'll let you go. How'd you do golfing?
Okay.
You did okay?
I started good, and then it kind of fizzled.
Gotcha. All right. Well, folks, come out this weekend, Friday and Saturday, Ravenna, Nebraska. Gates open at 5. Pools start at 7. $20 a night for adults. If you're going for both nights, tell them when you come to the gate Friday night, you want the weekend deal, and you get both nights for $30. Anything you need to add, Tim?
Nope, that sounds great.
Oh, and I'll add, come Thursday, come down to the R Bar to the pre-pool kickoff party. Get you a cheeseburger, have a couple drinks, look at some tractors, talk to some drivers up close and personal, and then come out and watch them compete on Friday and Saturday night. So,
sounds good. So,
Tim McEwen, thanks for coming on tonight, buddy. We will see you Thursday.
Yep, I'll catch you Thursday.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Hey, you bet. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep.
So Tim McEwen there from Ravenna, Nebraska. You got all the details there. So it's a good pull out there. It's a good pull out in Ravenna. Been there the last 3 years. Great event. It does get warm out there, but you know what? You get that everywhere in the summer. So you just never know what the weather is going to bring you. Hopefully the rain will hold off. Now all these pullers that are still waiting on parts are. Let's talk about the points for a minute, because some of these guys are going to get behind waiting on parts. Unfortunately, I know this past weekend, a few pullers were able to kind of get the jump on some others that are waiting on parts. Not the four-wheel drive class, of course. We pretty much had several of the points chasers there. Light modifieds, David Anderson got a jump on the rest of the class. Not sure if he's planning on hitting every light modified hook or not. Diesel pickups. Chain smoker Jimmy Deaverman won on Saturday night. Not sure how many he's going to hit. I know he's got a new baby there, so I don't think he's going to chase points. But Ryan Stahl his brand new truck took the win on Friday night with an incredible hook. The new spooled up. I say the new spooled up, but it's like a 48, 49 Chevy body on a brand new chassis with a Cummins power plant. And he took the win Friday. Didn't have as good a luck Saturday. The truck got to bouncing. Had kind of a weird side-to-side bounce going on. Ended up taking fourth. But the semi-class went great. The 540 Light Pro. Mitchell's got a big jump on that class. I know a lot of guys waiting on parts. Rich Johnson's tractor had a catastrophic engine damage on the dyno on Thursday. They were planning on coming. Shag Nasty blew a motor on the dyno on Thursday. Unfortunately, couldn't come. John Narragon up in Madison, South Dakota. He had pump problems. I think they figured out they had the wrong pump and was unable to get a pump in time late in the week from Weimer's. Yeah, the Diesel 3.0 class is an awesome class. They do have some power. That No Way Man Diesel Performance Limited Pro Diesel Pickup class could be a great class this year. I'm looking forward to all the classes. It's going to be a great season. I have just a couple more minutes here if we have any more questions. And I need to see if I can bring up the wheel here. See if I can do this. Need to bring up the wheel for the beer money bonus. Also need to announce the winners. For Case IH Superfan Contest. And for the banners, we have two winners. Friday night is Andy Koster out of Iowa, and Misty Singletary out of Missouri, out of Neosho, Missouri. Andy's out of Galva, Iowa. And then the signed hat, Case IH hat. Well, look at there. It goes to, this isn't rigged, I promise you. This is independent drawing. Marty Samuelson wins an autographed hat from Case IH. Marty Samuelson. Awesome. And Marty's out of Ravenna, Nebraska. So Marty gets the hat. Andy Koster and Misty Singletary win the banners from the weekend in Monette. So awesome. If you guys haven't gone online and entered this Case IH Superfan Experience Contests, giving away 6 grand prizes, 6 people and a guest. We're going to, at the end of the season, go to Racing, Wisconsin, the Case IH Superfan Experience, and one Outlaw champion is going to join them on the tour of the plant and that experience there. So they get the tractor build, they get to see that, and it's going to be an awesome experience, something that I think I would enjoy myself. So go to outlawpulling.com, scroll down on the homepage, and you'll see how to enter that contest and get your name in the hat. You could win a banner, you could win a signed Case IH hat, or you could win a trip to Racing, Wisconsin to that Superfan Experience. And I'm trying to bring up this wheel here. I didn't save it. Let's see if it's going to let me paste it in here. For the beer money bonus. So stick with me here. Bear with me here for just a minute. All right, something I may have to do right after the show and post it on Facebook. So, folks, thanks for tuning in. I have no more comments. Join us this weekend in Ravenna, Nebraska. If you can't be there, watch it on outlawpulling.tv. Great production this year with the Beer Money Pulling Team crew. We'll go do a live and do that Beer Money bonus right after the show. Thanks for tuning in. Jason's up north fishing. Couldn't join me this week. Tune in tomorrow night, live with Lucetto, Greg Lucetto, president of the Heartland Group of the Outlaws. But thanks for tuning in. Hope to see y'all in Ravenna. If not Thursday, at the pre-party at the R Bar. Then Friday and Saturday at the pool there at Anavar Park in Ravenna, Nebraska. Thanks for tuning in, folks. And we'll see you this weekend in Ravenna.